Hey there, I'm Sarita, and you're about to experience the modern approach to well-being where you get to establish the best and most important relationship you will ever have, the one with yourself. I'm on a mission to help you declutter energy and reclaim your power so you can be a magnet to what you desire. If you're looking for the optimal blend of mindset and healing, you're in the right place. My goal in this podcast is to share tools, resources, and practices that will help you along your healing journey. I'm so excited to be here with you today, so welcome to Back to Here with Sarita. Let's get started. Hello, beautiful, and welcome back to my favorite time I love to spend together with you. I am currently recording this episode in probably one of the biggest snowstorms that I personally have seen since I was in Chicago for Thanksgiving. I'm currently in the DC area, more specifically in Arlington, and I'm pretty much snowbound in the house that I am staying in on my nomadic travels. If you are in the United States, you probably have heard that the East Coast was hit by a ginormous snowstorm. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, make sure to go to my socials at Sarita Wellness and see some of the pictures that I posted on my social media of before and after the snowstorm. It's pretty wild. But luckily, I am staying warm. I have plenty of snacks. I have lots of food to eat, and I also even have a gym downstairs where I'm staying, which is absolutely perfect for me so I can let go of any pent-up energy that I may be feeling. And I do not plan on going anywhere until next weekend. Actually, I stocked up on groceries and all the things because I just want to make sure the roads are completely clear before I get out on them. This weather is crazy, and I haven't had to deal with weather like this after living in San Diego for 20 some years. Now I'm thrust into all of this since Thanksgiving and being in the cold weather and acclimating my body to it. But it's also kind of fun because it is the lifestyle that I've chosen for myself. So this episode is going to be short and sweet. I know the last time I mentioned an episode was going to be short and sweet. It ended up being 45 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and dive in. So real simple question for you. How have the first few weeks of this year been for you? For me, it's been quite a whirlwind from closing out the holidays to coming back kind of full speed. And as you know, I was taking a sacred pause from the podcast and just jumping in with new episodes. I also hosted my very first ever decolonized manifestation workshop in Philadelphia on 1/11. I've also been building out the Bliss method that I've been talking about for a while, group coaching program I'll talk about in a minute. And also I joined a frequency challenge. And then on top of that, I've moved my nomadic lifestyle from Philly to Baltimore and to now Arlington, Virginia. So it's been quite a lot in the last few weeks for me. So I don't know about you, but this January has felt more like an integration from 2025 rather than new beginnings. It almost feels like it's kind of like this last exhale of the year that's really changed a lot of stuff for me. So if you felt like you've been kind of slow and in this reflective and sort of unfinished energy, and you haven't really felt like you've wanted to rush into this new year energy that we are subjected to all the time, I am right there with you. I feel like for me, a lot of things really shifted after this last Capricorn new moon last week. So as you know, Capricorn energy starts in December and then it navigates into January. So this Capricorn new moon on January 18th actually started to feel a little bit more like a beginning versus the 2026 start of the new year that we're often sold with this very patriarchal thinking and the Gregorian calendar. So it almost felt like this was the final shed of the skin, like the snake was actually releasing what we don't need in order so we can move forward. So I feel like it was after this Capricorn new moon that I actually felt like I found some footing in regards to what it is that I want to build up. And it also could be the fact that I was wrapping up a 7-week house stay in Philly where I landed right after Thanksgiving, and I was transitioning into a new physical space and a mental space. But regardless, that was kind of, I felt like beginning of the transition versus the December 31st. So this momentum has been starting to pick up a little bit. We are still in the shedding energy essentially. And when this episode releases and goes live, January 26th, Neptune, the dreamy planet of illusions and intuition, actually moves into a very bold energy, the bold warrior energy of Aries. And this, my friends, is absolutely ginormous. So the way that we experience our personal growth and development and spirituality and evolvement and subconscious is not going to be in this dreamy kind of passive, elated energy anymore. While it's been in Neptune for the last 14 some years, while Neptune has been in Pisces for the last 14 some years, this is more action oriented spirituality. This is radical ownership of desire, radical responsibility for what you are actually saying yes to, and radical honesty about what you are no longer available for. So being a double Aries myself, this energy is very potent in my chart, if you can imagine. This energy is right up my alley, especially since I have a lot of 12th house placements, Pisces placements. I feel like this is the era in which things are really going to change. This era is no longer about waiting anymore. This era of waiting for clarity to arrive before we move, that's completely dissipating and dissolving. Aries energy is all about action first, thinking it over later. So Neptune in Aries is asking us, what do you want now? And what are you willing to initiate? What are you done outsourcing to timing, fear, healing, or perfectionism? It's about harnessing your own power and your own energy. Neptune in Aries is spiritual momentum, embodiment with vigor, intuition that actually moves, intuition that's being trusted, felt, and acted upon. So circling back to my last two episodes, they were very intentionally set up in the way that I actually released them to kind of prepare for this new earth energy that we are experiencing. My episode 74, which closed out the year 2025, aka Manifestation in Motion, it was not about the highlight reel. It was about the embodiment work that I have done and the energy that I have been in for the last 7 months as a digital nomad. I have been living truth, living proof of what happens when manifestation stops being an idea and becomes the way that you live. I have personally done that over the last 7 months. And so my most recent episode, episode 75, where I share why I'm actually done with teaching manifestation as mindset only, was really the line in the sand. Because if there is anything, and I mean anything that I have soaked up in the last 7 some months in my DNA and in my energy as a form of embodiment, is that while being a nomad, mindset alone does not hold change. The nervous system does, identity does, action does. Manifestation is not passive, it's participatory. And this is the new energetic chapter that we are literally stepping into as a collective. This new energetic chapter is asking you to stop preparing to live your life and start initiating the heck out of it. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it, my friend. Not because everything is perfectly clear, but because clarity actually comes through movement, through those micro actions. Again, this is the work that I've been living, refining, and teaching within myself, and also sharing on social media through my nomadic lifestyle. Again, this is the work that I've been living every single day and refining and teaching myself and sharing on my social media through my nomadic lifestyle over the last 7 months, again and again. And this is my 5-step framework that's not a theory anymore, but something. And while I continue to build the Bliss Method group coaching program, which will be launched a little bit later on this year, it'll be a 5-month coaching container. Really excited about that. There are 2 ways in which you can work with me right now, because I know You are ready. You've been listening to the episodes. You've been following my work for a while. You've been waiting for an invitation. If you are somebody that likes to work at your own pace and integrate a little bit more gently, but also intentionally, make sure to activate your inner wealth and abundance. And that is available at saritawellness.com/activate. And it is only $29. It is a self-paced, grounded, and gives you the foundational architecture for your nervous system, the identity work, embodiment work, and also to help you and support you in taking aligned action. But if you are the type of person and you know that you are ready to set something in motion immediately, I have an offering just for you with support, accountability, and depth. I'm actually really ecstatic to share this with you because it's been about close to 6 months since I've offered any type of private coaching. Since for the first 6 months, as you remember, it was a lot of integration and releasing and letting go. And so I had closed down my one-on-one coaching offerings because being a nomad, I was literally deconditioning from a lot of things, like I shared in my last 2 episodes. But like I just mentioned, the time is now. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been listening. I know you've been following my nomadic journey for a while. I know that you absolutely love my work. And now it is time to focus on your work. This time it actually has a new spin. I will be guiding you through and helping you apply the exact framework that I personally have created directly from my nomadic lifestyle. So I will be guiding you, supporting you, and holding space for you while applying this exact same framework to your life, your patterns, your desires, your next chapter. And so with Neptune and Aries commencing on the 26th today, the invitation is really, really simple. Move with intention, not someday, not when you feel ready. Now, beautiful. Now. The links to get started are in the show notes. Again, one being that Activate offer for $29 and the other one being my one-on-one mentorship. I really look forward to working together with you in this new world energy that we are stepping into. Okay, that concludes this very short and sweet podcast episode with Back to Here with Sarita, the new Manifesting Paradigm podcast. I always appreciate you being here with me in these episodes. The next few episodes that are coming up, I have guest appearances as we dive deeper into this year's theme, the embodied manifester. I cannot wait to share with you the upcoming juicy episodes that are coming your way. But in the meantime, make sure to have a great rest of your day. And as always, keep being the amazing you that you are. Take care and see you soon. Hey love, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you adored what you heard, it would mean the world to me if you took a moment to leave a review on the platform you're listening to this episode on. By doing this, you are helping my mission to impact other women with their healing journeys. If you aren't already following me on social media, make sure to connect with me at Sarita Wellness to get your weekly dose of inspiration. I can't wait to be with you in the next episode, but in the meantime, keep being the amazing you that you are.